everyone, and welcome to ELA Tips and Tricks Thursday. Today we are going to be learning about how to use the Speak to Text feature in Microsoft Word. As you can see, as I'm speaking, the words are popping up on the screen. I'm not typing, see? No hands being used. So it is a pretty useful tool for those of us that aren't very good typers, or people that are unable to type for any reason, like maybe you got into an accident and you broke your arm and now you can't type because you don't have that hand. So it's a very useful tool for us to use. Plus, sometimes it's a lot easier to speak your ideas than to type them on sort of this blank canvas. So this is definitely something that my friends that aren't good typers, or people that can't really get their ideas out without speaking them first, would want to use. So as you can also see, just by this block of text that's popping up on the screen, it definitely is going to need some editing once we're done with this whole piece. So we're also going to be talking a little bit about how to edit your work, make sure the right words are where they need to be, and sort of format things a little bit better. So let's go ahead and turn the dictate button off so I can show you exactly how I turned it on and all that stuff. Okay, so we have our paragraph here. So let's go ahead and tab down a little bit. And we're going to, so let's say that we just got an assignment. We have to write something for our teacher. Maybe we wrote it down paper pencil first, and now we're like, ugh, I don't feel like typing. So the best thing you can do then is you can do this sort of speak to text type of thing. So up here it says voice and it says dictate, and it sort of looks like a little microphone up there. It's right here. So if we click on this, of course it can go in any language, but we're going to be looking at English, United States. You just click this button and you'll hear a little sound and you'll know that you're recording. So as you can see, the little red dot is up here, so it is recording, and if you look down here at our Microsoft document, you see that words are popping up as I say them. So if you don't want it to be recording what you say or what anybody around you is saying, then you want to make sure you go back up here and you click it off. Okay, so now it's not going to record, it's not going to type what I say anymore. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about editing our documents. So this paragraph has a lot that needs to be done to it, because we don't have our capitals going on. We see these little red squiggles, which usually means these are words that aren't spelled correctly. I don't see any grammar issues right now, but we might run into a little bit of those as we go through. So let's say that we want to take this and turn it into a script, because that's basically what this is, right? I'm saying all of these things. It is a script. So of course, let's look at our capitals here. So it says, hello everyone, and I usually speak that with an exclamation point. And let's take that extra and out there. So hello everyone, welcome, I know how to type, okay. Welcome to Tips and Tricks Thursday. And of course this is our title, so we're going to capitalize these T's here. And we'll end that sentence. Okay, and then we want to go over here, because it's the beginning of a new sentence. Today we're going to be learning about how to use the Speak to Text feature in Microsoft Word. Okay, another sentence here. As you can see, as I'm speaking, I'm going to take that extra I'm. As you can see, as I'm speaking, the words are popping up on the screen. That's the end of a sentence here. I'm not typing, comma. See, no hands. No hands being used. So I'm going to put a period there again. Say it is a pretty useful tool for those of us that aren't very good typers. Typers wasn't spelled right. Still not spelled right. So this is sort of a word we're making up, so I'm going to add that to the dictionary there. Or people, it's a pretty useful tool for those of us that aren't very good typers, or people that are unable to type for any reason. There's 2 likes here, so we want to get rid of one of these. We can put our comma in here. Like maybe you got into an accident and you broke your arm and now you can't type because you don't have that hand. And that's a little bit of a run-on sentence, but we'll fix that in a second. So it's a very useful tool for us to use, plus sometimes it's a lot easier to speak your ideas than to type them on this blank canvas. The other thing about using speech to text is that it's going to definitely pick up the way you talk, and sometimes the way you talk isn't how a paper should be read, so you want to make sure you go through and you sort of edit it to make it sound a little bit more professional. Okay, so let's keep going through this here. Okay, let's finish this up and then we'll come back. Okay, so we are done sort of with the overall editing and formatting of this. If you watched the speed up, you saw me sort of add a couple words here and there to make it sound a little bit better. And now that we go back through, we see that we have some of these blue dotted lines underneath, or blue solid lines underneath some of our words. So let's take a look and see what these are asking us to do. So if we right click, it says this is a grammar error. So it says, after an introductory word or phrase, a comma is best. So we can add our comma in right there. And then down here, it says, more concise language would be clearer for our reader. So maybe we just want to say this is something. Get rid of that definitely there. And probably the same thing's going on down here. More concise language. Right. It is going to need some editing once we're done. So now let's say you have a lot of those red squiggle lines or a lot of those blue lines and you don't want to click through each one. There's a faster way to do that. And up here, you click on where it says review. And it goes into editor mode. So you can click on editor mode here and it'll tell you how many things need to be edited. Right now, nothing needs to be edited, so let me go through and mess some stuff up. So I'm going to make some spelling errors. I'm going to make some grammar errors. Let me get rid of some of these punctuations. I'm going to put that definitely back. Where was that before? Definitely something. Okay, so as you can see here, we got 4 suggestions that need to be fixed. We got 3 spelling and 1 grammar. So let's go ahead and click on our spelling, and it'll take us to the spelling editor, and it'll show us what we can fix down here. So it looks like the about how needs to be split because we accidentally forgot to put a space there. And then popping, of course, needs that extra P, so we want to fix that there. Accident is spelled wrong, so we want to put that there. And now we've fixed all of our spelling. So if you see those little red squiggle lines, you don't have to worry about fixing those until the very end. So, and that's what we're doing now. So we're no more red squiggles. So now it's looking into these blue squiggles. So let's click on grammar. And it wants us to add that comma like we added a little bit earlier. And then we have that conciseness. These are some refinements. These are things that you want to change to make your paper look a little bit more professional. So we're going to click on conciseness here, and that wants us to get rid of that definitely. So we're going to let that happen. And then this box will pop up that says you have finished reviewing the editor's suggestions. Now the editor is not all powerful. It doesn't know all the answers. There may be some words that you use that aren't in the Word documents dictionary. Some names aren't in there. Some, if you're using fictional names or making up your own names, there's a chance you may need to add those to your Word dictionary and all of that stuff. So definitely go back and read through anything that you type, whether you're typing it using your hands or you're doing the speech to text, because you're gonna have to go back through to read it to yourself to make sure it sounds good. Okay? So that is all I have for you today. If you have any questions about how to use Microsoft Word, whether the editing piece or the dictation piece, let me know and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Go check it out. When I first knew that I could use the speech to text, that was like the coolest thing ever. So definitely go check it out, play with it, and you never know, you might end up actually using it for a paper or something later this year. So Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for First Chapter Friday.